All right, a little bit longer wait than usual to make sure that the light stayed green since we've been having some technical issues, hence why we're starting pretty late here today. But we are okay for now, so we're going to go ahead and get started with another Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. Apologize in advance if the audio and the game go a little choppy. We've been fighting with that for the past almost hour now, and have decided, fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm as always Bograt.
I'm the Krampus. I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
And last time around, we made it through the first time lock of the chapter, meaning we are now in a state where we have basically free reign to do whatever the fuck we want, as long as we specifically do not finish a towering light.
Yeah.
Well, it's not entirely. We need to not do infiltrating Zanskar.
But that's right. Towering light was the last one. It's infiltrating Zanskar is our
We'll
next.
kick off another timer.
Yeah,
Yep.
because we already did new wings.
Yep. So for now, we're going to respect your elders, because we might as well continue this plot line.
Sure.
Or Eldor Soul.
Yeah. Also, the last time we're forced to use Eldor Soul, so I don't have to worry about level problems.
Not the last time we're forced. I want to get Carlos. That's like 1 or 2 missions before the final split.
Do we need Oh, for... I thought there was only 2 missions for Eldor Soul.
No, but the unlocking awakened Carlos for the full version of Eldor Soul isn't until much later.
Nah.
It's like when it's actually wrapping up the claw plot line in game.
It's in chapter 9.
Okay, yeah.
Also, we're not forced to use that because that is a wholly optional mission.
Yeah, but we've been doing every other optional so far.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an optional mission.
Vince was technically correct. This is the last time we are actually like.
But we're not forced to use it because it is also an
That's
optional
true,
mission, too.
but-
So,
Yeah, like all we're doing right now are optional missions that aren't required to be done.
Yeah.
Either way, we will not be left in a cruel, cold Carlos.
Just unlike virtually every other optional mission in the game, you have one very brief opportunity to actually do the mission where Carlos wakes up.
Yeah.
Basically, at a certain point in chapter 9, it's right in between 2 sets of key missions, essentially.
Yep. If you don't do that, you lose the.
If you do not do it before you do Heart to Heart or Above the Angel's Halo, it's just gone.
Yep.
I swear, I get an eye exam and prescription for glasses, and immediately my eyesight gets worse.
Well, yeah, it's because now you're conscious of it.
So bad. His name looks like Fleoma to me.
It also probably doesn't help much that this room is actually darker than it has been the past couple weekends because it's cloudy, rainy day out, so we're not even getting as much sunlight as normally filters through the blinded window back there.
Yeah, no, I noticed it this morning when I was at Carl's Jr. I'm like, oh god, I'm having trouble reading the menu again.
Yeah, it's because you're consciously aware that your glasses aren't right for your current eyesight.
I knew that ahead of time. I've known for years.
Well, yeah, but now you have like verifiable, like, I went to the doctor and the doctor was like, how the fuck do you see in these things?
To be fair, when I went to the doctors, I explained, yeah, there are 3 strikes against these glasses going in. A, it's 5 years since I got them. B, I put in the prescription information wrong on the website. And C, I was straining my eyes to see as good as I could during that exam. So I screwed up real bad on that.
Yeah. It's funny how often people actually do that when they go in to get an eye exam. Is they're like, I'm going to try real hard to do it. It's like, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
Just
Just
look
look normally.
Like the point is to
This
get
is not a
lenses so you
graded.
don't have to strain.
This is not a fucking graded test, my dude.
yeah.
You don't get a gold star sticker if you pass.
My doctor
You
gave
just
me a
get to
gold star
see.
sticker. London lollipop.
That is such a dystopic line.
What one?
You don't get a gold star sticker for passing. You just get to see.
Oh god, that's not wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, I am fortunate in that 2 years leading up to this year, it was straight up my prescription did not change at all. This year it changed, but it changed so little that even the eye doctor was like, I mean, I guess you can get a new pair of glasses if you really want, but it's not significant enough to really merit it. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
They want me to get an exam every year now because of the diabetes.
I mean, I've gotten an exam every year just because it's what you're actually supposed to do, kind of period.
Yeah. But
If you have like any eyesight issue, if you wear glasses or whatever, you are technically supposed to get one every year.
well, they specifically want me to get an exam so they can make sure my eyes aren't deteriorating faster from the diabetes.
Yeah.
A few months ago, and get checked for glaucoma.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yep. I'm just happy insurance is covering the glasses every 2 years.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself in a second, folks.
Yeah, in the bottom rightmost corner, you can even see the Wi-Fi icon for the remote play
Yeah.
popping up, so it's definitely some kind of connection issue.
Yeah. No drop frames. The green light did not even go yellow on that. It's specifically something with the stream remote play going on.
Could it be an issue with Steam itself?
Possibly.
Oh. In which case, it's 100% out of our control.
Yeah. There are other utilities we could use to stream from the Steam Deck like this, but they're all like third-party stuff that would be
Yeah.
more of a pain to set up, so. And again, I played multiple games throughout the week by doing this, and it was fine, so it's just something going on today.
Well, obviously, they do this in the jankiest way possible and just point a camera straight up at the Steam Deck.
It's not 2007.
I have seen streams that have done that recently, and I immediately go,
Not
why?
janky enough. We're going to set up 2 mirrors, one here and one in the bedroom, that reflect each other, and then we're going to record the mirror over there.
But no, so you only have a remote camera set up like that if you're streaming via a puppet.
That's true, yes.
And you need to have the camera in a separate room because all the motors and servos to make the puppet move are so loud that you would not actually be audible over them.
Is that something HP had to deal with?
No.
Okay.
There is a different puppet tuber that was one of the things that inspired Howard. Is actually a thing he once did a whole like look at kind of his setup. The actual puppet itself is like in a shed out in his like backyard with the camera rigs and stuff on it because it's a huge like motorized setup. And like when it's running, it sounds like a car engine. And so to avoid like he basically has a feed of like what the puppet looks like where he's streaming from, and basically just he does all the talking and audio and all that stuff and has the controls for the puppet inside the house, and the puppet itself is out in a shed.
That's kind of cool.
It's also a significantly more elaborate puppet than any of the extant versions of Howard, and somewhat more elaborate than the upcoming version of Howard.
I would imagine so if it's making that much noise.
Well, I mean, that's just a matter of not having... Like, you could easily redesign that puppet to not use as wild a motor setup.
Oh, fair.
It's just... It's what he had at the time he built it, and didn't... He may have revised it since. The knowledge I have is from a few years ago, but at the time, at least, it was just like, yeah, I have no reason to really work on revising it right now. It does everything I need it to do, and the setup's still functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like 2 turns of but don't worry about it.
What series are they from? Gunsword?
Yeah, they're Gunsword. Like, that whole interaction with them, like, calling Van their student and all that shit, that is actually, like, canon to Gunsword. Not that he is actually their student, but they,
Well,
they call
right.
him that. Much to his annoyance.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Wait. The Canyon and the V2 showing up? Bye, Oliver.
It's fine. Everyone lives.
Thus proving this is not canon.
What was your first?
The Shrike team has been alive for the past 3 weeks. Of course it's not canon. They survived more than 15 minutes. I was reminded the other day there was a great LP that was done way, way back of Super Robot Wars 2. And Super Robot Wars 2 was the first game to have Victory Gundam in it.
Okay.
And the person running the LP ran a hilarious Deadpool. In the sense that essentially people could donate money between episodes of the LP
Oh no.
to either save or kill various members of the Shrike team. And if the kill amount was ever $5 more than the save amount for a given member, he would intentionally get them killed in the next mission and then treat them as if they were permadead for the rest of the game.
Fantastic.
2 members of the Shrike team survived the entire LP. Well, okay, Shrike team.
They were the most like a Shrike out of all of us.
Connie survived and Oliver survived.
Okay. Wait, wasn't Connie the one who died first?
Yes.
She was the one most like a Shrike.
This is probably why she survived to the end, because people thought it was really funny to have every other Shrike die. And then Oliver is not really part of Shrike team.
He's their commander, but he's not actually a Shrike team member.
Yeah. He was still put into the Deadpool, but
That's fair. I mean,
they were going into the final mission with 3 alive, and then somebody threw down literally $100 to make sure Junko died.
good.
Gotta fix this anomaly.
Old guys, launch me!
Yeah, I've definitely thought about, I mean, we've kind of talked about this here and there before. I've thought about other Super Robot Wars games that we could stream on Super Robot Sundays. There are a
Yeah.
few others that do have actual translation patches. And then some others that I'm fairly confident between Krampus and I, we could figure out a way to get, if not necessarily active translation. Basically, every Super Robot Wars game ever made has at least translated scripts available, where somebody like it's just posted like text on the internet
That's
of
right.
like, hey, here's what the script is. And like, I'm pretty sure between Krampus and I, we could figure out a way to get that either injected or overlaid over the game. Basically, like the menus and stuff would probably still be in Japanese, but the actual like storyline of the game would
An
be.
entire Sound Goblin Gaming voice acting. That's our W.
I mean, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'll play all the non-speaking roles.
Just making explosion sounds.
No, more like, oh, heroes on screen. Ellipsis.
Now he talks occasionally. He has to tell people that like The Zero system told me how to get out of this
That's,
time loop.
that is true.
Don't.
Don't do it.
The Zero System says don't go in there. Ah, shit, I never thought of that.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of the best
As an
conversation
aside,
between
that is,
characters.
canonically, they didn't think of not doing that.
No, they did not. That's what makes it even funnier is that it is 100% accurate that the character themselves in Buddy Complex would not ever have thought of, oh, I just shouldn't go in the time hole. That's the whole fucking problem of Buddy Complex. He doesn't think not to go in the time hole.
Apparently, the Zero system point that one out to him.
Turns out it was a Buddy Simple after all.
Eventually, the enemy will finish their turn.
I apologize for nothing.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, it reminds me of, I think it's one of the Game Boy games, one of the funniest conversations I've seen regarding the series, which is between Sosuke and Hiro, where it's basically like 5 lines back and forth of just ellipses.
I think, I don't remember if that might be from... I'm trying to think of which games they're both in.
It might not be Hiro. It's
No, it's
definitely
absolutely
Sosuke, but
no. The ellipses off is absolutely Hero.
okay.
There's actually 2 separate ellipses off I can think of. One is between Sosuke and Hiro in one of the GBA games, and I believe the other is in MX when it's between... no, it's in Z. When it's between Setsuna and Hiro.
Yeah, there is one.
makes sense.
There is one in the Z games between Setsuna and Hero.
Because Celestial Being and the Wing Unit are both sent to infiltrate the same high school. Because possibly Dan Kuga is there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's actually in J, which is the first one that Full Metal Panic was in, which is one of the GBA games.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because we know it's not in V, because we played that. It's
Right.
like they might reference it in Cross Omega or DD, but those are both the mobile games, so probably not there. And then the only other games that have had Full Metal Panic are Double, Z3-1, and Z3-2.
I'm pretty sure it was the GBA one. Was that J?
Yeah. Yeah, because Double was the first DS one.
ドライブの出力を上げる光の翼
Amusingly, DD, the mobile game, is the only one so far that has stuff from Invisible Victory. Also has Bravern. Yeah, the 2024 debuts for DD were interesting to say the least. You had Bang Brave, Bang Bravern, Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory, Live Alive, and Grendizer U.
DD the mobile game?
Yes. Yeah. The current mobile game, because there was Cross Omega, which was the older one. Cross Omega ended in, I think, 2020, and then DD came out in, like, 2021.
Okay, 2 levels.
Which is unfortunate, because not everything that was in Cross Omega carried over, and there were some absolutely fucking bonkers Cross Omega exclusives. Let's see. Cross Omega is the only thing that had Armor Hunter Mellow Link in it. It's literally just Mellow Link on foot with the fucking rail cannon.
Amazing.
It's the only thing that had the girl who leapt through space. It is the only Super Robot Wars game so far to have build fighters in it. Furikuri was in Cross Omega. Space Sheriff Gavan was in Cross Omega. Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger was in Cross Omega.
That's pretty cool.
Idolmaster Xenoglosia.
Unsurprising.
Crayon Shin-Chan. Godzilla X Mechagodzilla.
The Cran Shin Chan one is the one that will always just make me go, what?
Zyuranger was in there. Robot Girl Zeto. Just straight up the Idolmaster Cinderella Girls had a crossover with it. Sega Hard Girls. Little Witch Academia was in Cross Omega. Mega Man. A certain magical cyber trooper. Specifically the virtual on.
Virtual on.
A certain
Railgun crossover.
crossover, yes, was in Cross Omega. The Cutie Honey Universe. Muv-Luv Alternative.
I won't hold that against it.
A bunch of SD Gundam stuff was in there. Metabots was in Cross Omega. Robotics Notes, one of the science adventure games.
Interesting.
Pop Team Epic.
Of course.
Deus Machina Demon Bane, thus forever ending what is the largest unit they've ever put in a Super Robot Wars game. Frozen Teardrop was in Cross Omega. Again, we won't hold that against them.
I was going to say, no, we hold that against them.
Getter Robo High. Garo had a crossover with Cross Omega, which fucking ruled. Zombieland Saga.
Mech, in your mech, zombie.
Like, DD thus far has unfortunately not had anywhere near the level of, like, bonkers crossovers. About the wildest thing in DD is Pac-Man. Right, that's the other thing I kind of forgot is all this time Kiriko's been monstering stuff as bad as he has, and he was only at level 5 and everything.
Yeah.
he was not yet 10 out.
All right, and nothing else is particularly.
Just take your pick of anything that's not a front, basically.
Yeah.
Also, I think we had some onboard stuff to clear out, too.
Oh, we have a ton of onboard stuff to clear out. Right, let's play some cutscenes.
Yeah, may as well blow through those real quick. While you do that, I'm going to run through the optionals we have available to us real quick and see if there's anything interesting. The one you were on, Showdown in Zafiro, does get us early access to Spiral Flash for Umi and Fu. Not that that matters that much since we won't actually use them still. Yeah.
One time I blew up a train. Well, not one time.
I was going to say, I don't think it's one time.
Conquest and Waiting Awaken will get us the Hayato and Benkei for Shingetter Dragon. Likewise, Shadow of the Awesome will get us the full burst mode attack for Red 5 and the Rabbit's Formation combo attack.
Okay, what was that one?
Shadow of the Awesome.
Okay.
AHSMB.
Probably do that one next then.
Brave Spirits gets us the max grid man attack.
Brave Spirits overpowers Gridman even more so.
Yeah. It's also where we lose Jay Decker temporarily and pick up Duke Fire.
Yeah.
A warning will give us a brief preview of the Phoenix. And nothing else terribly significant outside of basically the one. No, I think we already did that one, right? We did the 2 getters.
I believe we have done it, the 2 getters. The first
Yeah,
of the,
that gets us Stoner Sunshine on Getter 1.
Okay, wait. We shouldn't have access to that yet.
We need to do Conquest and Waiting Awaken first.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's what it is. Okay. I didn't see the requirement on that one.
Yeah.
So that'll get Conquest and Waiting gets us Hayato and Benkei
Yeah.
as subpilots to the Shingetter Dragon. Also technically gets us the Kakusage in V2, but who gives a shit? And then once we do that,
Okay, yes and no. So strangely enough, while we won't be using that unit, we will absolutely be using those islands.
well, yes.
I love that Uso's calling him a strong person because he refuses to not eat with all those sauces.
Yeah, once we do that one, then we unlock the 2 getters, and once we do the 2 getters, that gets us the Stoner Sunshine attack on Getter 1, and gets us the other Getter Robo. So those are other ones to prioritize as well. Fire starters, if we have not done it yet, gets us another option part pack for the Scope Dog. Obviously, we have the other Ultraman suits. Yeah. Iron Bonds, which I think we should have access to, will get us the Guzion Rebake Full Castle and the Flauros.
Yeah. Full city.
Full City, that's right, Full City.
Full castle would make slightly more sense. I do mean slightly.
Full Castle is actually an upgrade version of Ultra Magnus from Transformers, which is why I get confused as shit. Because everything always is listed as the Gusion Rebake FC.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, right, it's like the like super armored version. It's the Full Castle. And it's like, no, it's Full City.
Ah, the hyper reloader. Just a minute. Where is...
Middle of that page.
There's Scope Dog. Okay.
It's like, you don't even have to say, I know who the hyper reloader goes on. I can probably dump the Sniper Kid ass, honestly.
Probably has enough.
I think he probably still has 100% crit even without the Sniper Kit.
Yeah.
Just pass it there.
There it is. Floor restores all ammo at start of a phase.
Right. Kiriko is now endless. There is now literally no way to ever stop Kiriko because things still can't hit him because he's the size of a fucking flea.
My plan is finally coming to fruition. Comrade, what is that? It's just a single armored trooper being dropped into the middle of the battlefield. So we have like what, hundreds of units? Destroy him. 30 minutes later. The fuck?
He's destroyed half our forces. Keep sending stuff at him. Surely we'll get him this time.
Yeah, I should put some Monosky drive on someone while we add this.
Well, there's an open slot on Galfai Gar. God knows it could use the help actually getting into fights.
This is true. We'll get the booster drive on as well. All right.
Wait, question. Could we use the Minovsky drive to give the pack that keeps changing out on the Gundam that we... the narrative.
The Apex.
I don't believe so.
Let me look up the exact wording on the Minovsky drive. I don't believe
I mean,
it
you
does.
You can try and see if it actually gives it. I'm pretty sure it won't.
That would be an interesting way around that issue.
First put in the Apex.
You gotta go back out to the option parts menu.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Apex being on doesn't matter one way or the other until we actually go.
Well, I mean, it does, because
That's why it
we can
removes
we can
the-
see the thing down there.
Oh, that
right now, it
makes
only has S space rating.
Oh,
The
I
point
see.
is, if you put the Minovsky drive on it,
It doesn't.
does it get, air?
It doesn't.
No.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It was a good thought.
Yeah.
Does not work that way.
Okay.
It is not the Minovsky craft from the GJ games.
They actually use Apex into C-Packs and Phoenix.
There is one that does that, actually, except I think the Apex might actually explicitly be terrain locked, which is an
think it
overriding
is.
thing in this game. Because there is the flight module, which is grant S ranks in unit and weapon air terrain activities, grants the air movement type unless the unit is terrain locked.
Yeah.
I think the Apex is just full on terrain locked to space.
Would make sense.
And yeah, just looking through it real quick. Out of this entire set, the only one that has special things to actually do during the mission is the infiltrating Zanskar mission, which has Katajina points we can get. And then in the final mission, we have a scale question.
Ah, okay.
We answered left or right last time.
Left.
We answered left last time.
That's the one we want the majority of, right?
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
be more left than right in order to unlock the true ending route on the first playthrough.
Yeah. We'll purposely rig it, but
Basically, what it comes out, because there are 5 points that can be gotten, and like we said last time around when it first came up, basically, we will let the group decide the answers until we get 2 right answers, at which point I will guarantee us that we get the other 2 left answers,
Yeah.
so that we can make sure we stay at least 3 left, 2, so that we can do true ending,
Yeah.
essentially.
that's why everyone was high to the left, so we can continue up the charade to some extent.
We'll give it credit too. The true ending in the route in this game certainly makes some choices.
Uh-huh. Space pilot. I'm just in a suit.
Don't think about it too hard.
Okay. Back to these missions. Let's see. Out of the age SMB.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, this doesn't move the plot along, so or
Nope.
doesn't trigger anything. So. That he observed.
It would be real nice if it actually showed where.
Okay.
Where in the world is the DBD phenomena?
Probably Black Sea. Or Black Ocean. Oh, it's deep space, isn't it? Deep space. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Started in deep space, I didn't actually do. Pull the Earth sphere. There it is.
Nomad Soul.
Omicron. Find delicious Koopy sandwich.
David Bowie, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm just as surprised as you are.
You want some points?
Get better Iris ones now. Yep.
Yeah. It's based on
As a
which chapter you're in.
Oh.
That's still 100% MXP. If you somehow ever take the credits reward from Iris, you have fucked up.
Yeah. The PP is
And yeah,
understandable.
if nothing else, like even if you have already maxed out the ship, you take the goddamn PP. Like credits are so fucking free in this game.
Yeah. All right. Actually, Asteroid Belt.
Yeah, then after this one, we want to do Conquest in Waiting Awaken,
Yeah.
so that we can then get the other getter.
Yes.
Field 2 getters. Say cause existential crisis, except the boys from Getter Robo De-Evolution are in a constant state of existential crisis. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out whether it's 3 or 5 minutes until the end of the universe.
It's literally like the entire fucking story of Getter Robo De-Evolution of, oh god, we realized we're in a simulation. What the fuck? Jart!
Oh god.
I do love, by the way, how that like gets brought up in regard to Majestic Prince and like doesn't become like a major like holy shit what the fuck. It's just like, oh yeah, no, yeah, they took our memories. What?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the thing that happened.
Like, at least in
What?
this game, everybody else goes, what the fuck? Around them.
That, meanwhile, is a running joke, which I do actually appreciate from Majestic Prince.
Oh, the Angela.
They never figure out whether Ange is male or female.
I mean, as long as they're a good pilot, who the fuck cares?
Well, you see, the problem is that half the Rabbit team does care for gross reasons.
I'm aware.
Why am I here?
No, it's because they're having it in the mess hall room, and these people were just here eating food.
Well, Caitlyn makes sense. She's trying to get out of her own series.
I would love short, like 5-minute sketches of her showing up in other anime. No explanation, no thing, just like she's a character in the series, too.
Something I know they'll never do, but I kind of wish they would animate a lot of the old SRW 4 Coma. There's some great skits out of there. Like, that was literally how I found out about Super Robot Wars.
Also, our timeline was accelerated because we spent our first like year knowing each other, trying to kill each other. Turns out you come out the far end of that and also have a deep relation on the fact that you're both the only survivors of ancient alien civilizations.
That's a hell of a thing to bond over.
I mean, it is, no joke, at least actually a significant part of their friendship. It is basically how Mamoru got Kaido to stop being evil.
Yeah.
Was like, no, dude, I actually understand where you're coming from and what it's like. I don't really remember my own civilization, but I can at least relate to, like, I did just kind of just find out that I'm the only person left from my planet. But I get it.
Yeah.
Now, could you maybe calm down and have pizza? Sorry, I mean Soldado J. Stop fucking wrecking shit everywhere. What?
It's so wild that, like, one of the strongest soldiers from his planet came down and was transformed by robot goo into a pizza man. It's no weirder than any of the
for those of you that have not seen Gal Gaigar, by the way, the Zonders, which were the initial enemy of Gal Gaigar, had a few sort of notable kind of lieutenant general type people among the Zonders. One of them was Pizza, who it does turn out was in fact a brainwashed and controlled Soldado J, the greatest warrior of the Red Planet.
and who dresses literally
Like a pizza dude.
A pizza
He's got
dude.
like a ball cap and like a jacket and shit. Like,
He's got extreme Gynax physiology. Half of his torso is leg by volume.
Is that a Gynax feature or a clamp feature?
Kind of both. Ange is the pilot of Black 6.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
that's Pizza. That's what he dresses like. And then that's him in his like evil Zonder form.
Evil ballerina, train bug, and I forget the other guy's name, but he's the sailor that turns into a like weird ship with crab claws.
Yeah, and then when he unbrainwashes, he's Soldado J.
That's a cockatoo, okay?
Not wrong. If you're talking about the sailor, the weird sailor robot that turns into the like cargo ship,
Yeah.
his name is Pincher Nun.
Right.
All the Zondarian names are dumb.
I thought they were all like some kind of like Italian dish names. There's pizza, there's pasta, there's
This is pasta.
It's pizza, Pincher Nun, Polonaise.
right, they're all pea foods.
Yeah.
What's that? Clear the entire board with red? Because it's the only one I've leveled anyways.
I mean, it works in our favor.
Yeah, it's Pincher Nun, pizza, Polonaise, and Primarda.
That's the one I was forgetting. Yeah, when they disappear and when Pizza regains his memories of Sol.J is when the series gets more serious.
Well, they don't. None of the 4 Machine Kings actually disappear. They all get purified.
Yeah, but three of them. It's been a long time since I watched the series. I don't remember if the other 3 become important. I think the only one who was relevant to the series after their purification was
Pinchernun is the computer system of the J-Arc.
Oh, okay.
That's literally what Pinchernun was before he got Zonderized, was actually the computer system for the J-Arc. The other 2, if I remember correctly, Polonaise and Primarda, I believe, were both Green Planet people.
It has been quite a long time since I've watched Gao Gai Gong, so.
Yeah, Polonaise and Primarda were both Green Planet people. They were also actually a married couple that got Zonderized, while Pizza and Pinchernun were Soldado J and the J-Arc's computer system. So when they get Primarda and Polonaise basically disappear after they get purified, but they are purified back into their Green Planet person forms, which are apparently just wearing togas. That's apparently the indicator of being from the Green Planet. I don't
Togas
know.
are cool. They're very breezy.
So they have a toga party to get to, clearly. Rude.
I do. You're staying on the ship.
You're all going on the ship the second my turn starts.
Jart.
How hard do you think it is for them to not bust up laughing saying that?
Considering they're ostensibly Japanese, and I'm pretty sure the Japanese word for fart sounds nothing like
No.
fart.
That's fair.
Even if it is a fart in jeans. Also, I mean, pretty sure they're pretty solid at saying ludicrous things and not busting up laughing. They say Wolgaroo basically every fucking day.
That's fair.
Good job, Jart.
Yep.
You keep at him, buddy.
No, he's not. He can't touch you.
He's really strong to the air around me.
He reminds me of a Homestuck character, and that's the worst insult I can give a person.
Damn.
fucking Xenos we ordered on Wish.com. Are you there, my prey? Come, fight me!
Come, what? Fight me. Oh.
Bro, we're a little busy right now trying to deal with a, issue on a galactic scale. I want to fight. I don't fucking care. Yeah, the Prey X is good.
Current victor condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the difference is at least they don't have Izuru job the first, 6 times he has to fight this dude to try and make you think that he's more badass than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am continually impressed with.
Unlike, the J-Decker shit, yeah.
With Gun Max's ability to drive in space specifically.
I borrowed this from Duker Ick.
I was about to say, has Major Zanskar Gedlov energy.
We stole one of the battleships from Duker Ick and have built an upgraded ride for Gun Max.
We're gonna ride these wheels in space. Why?
Yeah, it's like Jart over here shows up and is like, I'm going to fight you, and it's just like Izuru pretty much clowns on him, as opposed to Xenos shows up and goes, I'm going to fight you, and everyone's like, oh my god, you have to run, and I'm like, no, I fucking don't, and they're like, you're going to lose. I'm like, he literally has done 10% of my health. Oh my god, you're so defeated.
You can only last for 1 minute. Yeah, because you're only allowing me to fight him for 1 minute.
Isn't he terrifying? No. The fucking Nepo baby with swords.
I'm sure compared to all the other Garleans he's frightening, I eat Garleans for breakfast.
He's got a golf bag of katanas and a badonkadonk. What the fuck am I supposed to be intimidated by?
I guarantee you, if there were proper graphics mods for that game, someone would have put juicing on that.
Oh, there absolutely is a mod to do that.
Amazing.
100%. It's like the second or third most downloaded mod on the Nexus.
Not surprising.
Or for 14. It's like that one, the one that makes every top in the game be a low-cut V. I'll say whatever was going on with the network seems to have mostly stabilized out.
Yeah.
A couple hiccups early on, but since then it's been pretty smooth.
That's good.
Oh my god, we get to use the narrative of Apex.
Yeah, because we switched it into it to do the test on the power parts and happened to go into a space mission. It is worth remembering when we do find ourselves in space missions, you can switch to the Apex from here, from the deployment screen.
I know, I just never remember.
You never remember to, yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's easier for me because I don't actually like the narrative as a unit to begin with, so if I'm going to have to use it, I may as well use it in the Apex.
So what happens is I actually put him in the other V2 so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, honestly, we may as well at this point. Just remember to do that when we get out of this mission.
Yeah.
He is, Yoda is not a bad pilot, but just the narrative is just
Yeah.
shouldn't exist.
Literally shouldn't exist.
the nobodies.
I understand the sentiment. I mean, like, it's not like the other thing they would have given him in this game would be any better.
No, but at least it's the right goddamn unit.
Yeah.
It's like a Stark Jigen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been at least as fine as most of the other secondary Gundam units.
Yeah.
Not like he's in a fucking Methus.
I don't know. I can put him in front of every unit. He'll never die.
I mean, he won't do anything except blow up, but he'll still be alive.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not a unique trait in a Super Robot Wars game. Nobody dies.
It's true.
The Strike Team are still alive.
My headcanon is that weird and freaky accidents keep occurring just out of range of Strike Team. They go by.
Yeah. The only person around here who's died is Van's wife.
Oh. And she died off camera.
Yeah. Before the game.
I was gonna say, the Strike Team is living a Final Destination.
Yeah. That's
situation,
exactly where I was
right?
going. Was that they're living in a Final Destination, but none of them are actually dying.
Just keep missing.
Yeah.
Death was real.
Yeah, Death's
pissed.
like hovering behind them, like, come on, this one's gotta work.
I was gonna kill that bitch, but she used intuition. Drop my hit chance to 0.
They're not allowed to do
Bullshit. They should be able to use spirits against.
They're not allowed to do any work on the ship because accidents keep happening every time they try to do something. They survive.
So I did have an idea, just to kind of start a subject of discussion here. 'Cause, you know, we've talked about before, like, you know, there's the Super Robot Wars games. Obviously, there's like fan games that are like, you know, there's like the Toho one, the Fairy Wars games. There's a couple other ones, there's like the HoloLive one that's being made that's really solid. There's the ones that are actually official that are like the Tokusatsu kind of stuff. I thought of one that I think would actually be potentially really interesting, and God, who knows, at some point when I manage to find free time, I might actually start working on this. Just making a sort of general video games crossover Super Robot Wars style game in the vein of Captain N.
Okay.
Be interesting.
You know, could you get something like, you know, Smash Brothers Ultimate, which just has like every video game character fucking ever, but doesn't really have a story to it
Yeah.
all that much, as far as like what's going on, unless you know, roll all the way back and realize that at its core, Smash Brothers' entire story is a kid taking his action figures out of his toy box and slamming them together.
Yep.
But it's just like, you look at it and it's like, okay, well, you've got like Solid Snake and Simon Belmont and Pac-Man and Sonic and Mario, and it's like, you know,
There is story potential. Yes.
My God, I think all the established characters that were actual Nintendo characters in Captain N.
oh yeah,
are
they're in Smash Brothers. Yeah, you got Pit from Kid Icarus, you've got Mega Man, you've got Simon Belmont.
Yeah. You got Link because he showed up.
Yep,
I think Samus showed up in an episode.
probably.
I would
Yes,
imagine.
Samus showed up at least in the comics. I don't know if she showed up in an actual, like, on screen in the cartoon.
Like, I would imagine so, seeing that Mother Brain is one of the primary antagonists.
I mean, if we're talking like main characters that showed up in the cartoons, absolutely. If we're talking about like secondary stuff, no, there's absolutely tons of secondary characters that were from like actual games that haven't shown up. Like, they ran into other video game characters a lot.
They did do Bayou Billy and did, yeah.
They're like Bayou Billy, like, okay. By strictest technicality, Alucard was in Captain N.
Yes, he was.
He was a skateboarding teen in a backwards ball cap and sunglasses, so we're not gonna fucking talk about it, but like they ran into a lot of characters for like one episode. So I wouldn't go that far, but as far as like the core cast, absolutely 100%. Other than there's not a playable Game Boy in Smash Brothers.
Forgot about that.
Game Boy.
Although I would almost argue that you could count like Mr. Game &
I was
Watch
gonna say-
as filling in that slot. Since Mr. Game & Watch pretty much does exactly what Game Boy did in Captain N. Yeah, I think the idea has legs. Pretty sure Donkey Kong showed up in Captain N at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Yeah, Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. Congo Land is one of the
Yeah.
major places they kept going back to.
It's been a long time since I watched any of Captain N,
Yeah.
but
there we go.
If you have Link in there, all of his lines either need to be like ellipses for silence or yeah.
No, it was specifically a crossover with the Legend of Zelda
Cartoon, yeah.
So it was "Excuse me, Princess Link."
No, I mean like in the game.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. No, he can talk because he won't be the protagonist.
Air.
I mean, honestly, just because I have a soft spot for the show, there's a decent chance he might be from the Link from the cartoon. I love that cartoon. It predicted a Breath of the Wild speedrun trick.
I was gonna say if you want to still keep it as it has to be game characters, it could be the CDI version.
I mean, that's the thing. Even if it is Link from the Legend of Zelda cartoon, that's still a game character. It's the game character in cartoons.
Eh.
I mean, the real bizarre question would be when you're choosing, like, if you're going with one of the video game characters for Link, it'd be like, okay, which Link?
Yeah. Like I know which one I prefer, but I also don't. Like I don't think it would work so good for that. I really like Wind Waker.
Yeah. Probably the one that has the most personality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, like, I mean, eventually, like, right, like, it's just a bare idea. Like, depending on what the plot is, you could potentially have multiple Links.
It's true.
You could just have the Zelda game that you're referencing be Hyrule Warriors.
Fair enough. No. I'm sorry, we're not integrating the plot of a horny sorceress broke time because she wanted to bone Link so bad.
That is the plot.
答えてこそヒーローだ。
これで私も本気を出せる。
Broke time and split herself in two. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, for the
Not,
gameplay,
not
the
involving,
story.
not involving the story of Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Might involve characters from Hyrule Warriors because Volga fucking rules, but
I found Volga to be basically the same as just about any of the not quite Ganons.
well, see, the point of Volga is that Volga is fucking Lu Bu.
That's fair. Okay, yeah.
Like, that is literally why he is in the game, because they were like, well, we need basically a Lu Bu kind of character to make a decent Warriors game, but there's nobody that exists in Zelda canon that's really kind of fits that role. Well, what if we just, like, made a knight that is also essentially Volvagia? Like, yeah, that can work.
Yeah.
Just shows up, fucks shit up, is really hard to fight, and then kind of fucks off and does his own thing. He's not actually necessarily a bad guy. Just kind of does what he does. Clearly, the Mario in the game is Captain Lou Albano.
No arguments.
No.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Fuck you, Luigi.
Mario, the world's in trouble. Ah, fuck the world.
I'm fine with that as long as Luigi is John Leguizamo.
You're looking a little heavy there, Mario, and you're looking a little ugly. Fuck you.
I'm gonna jump on your freaking head so many times.
I'm still baffled, honestly, because Christopher Nolan has his adaptation of the Odyssey coming up next year, and John Leguizamo is in it.
What?
And I can't for the life of me figure out who the fuck John Leguizamo is going to play in the Odyssey.
John Leguizamo. He's literally playing himself. Don't ask questions.
No, he's playing nobody.
Oh, he's not playing nobody.
It's like, I'm not saying this in the sense of like, why the fuck would you cast John Leguizamo? I actually do like John Leguizamo as
He's a
an
good
actor.
Yeah.
It's just I can't.
Yeah, you can't figure out which character he'd be playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random member of crew.
All due respect, Zeus, your son killed Odysseus' wife and stole his boat.
Surprise casting, he's Cersei.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would call that.
Double surprise casting, he's the Scylla.
Also just highly amused by Matt Damon as Odysseus.
Matt Odysseus.
There we go.
also very funny to see a pull up an IMDb page and see the credits of writers Christopher Nolan, Homer.
Well, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, we have just like this remarkable cast list. We only know 2 people that are like what characters they are cast as so far, but outside of that, the cast list is honestly kind of fucking bonkers. Because we know that Matt Damon is Odysseus. We know that Tom Holland is Telemachus.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson is in this. John Bernthal, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Mia Goth, Elliot Page, Charlize Theron, Lupita Nyong'o, John Leguizamo. Like, it's just this fucking ridiculous cast list. And I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
I also enjoy that I can actually talk about the Odyssey now and people understand what the fuck I'm talking about because people really like Epic the musical, even if I'm not particularly impressed by it.
I was well aware of the Odyssey before.
It's culturally relevant now.
I mean, people were aware of what the Odyssey is, but I could like, I was like, oh yeah, Telemachus. People were like, what the fuck is Telemachus? It's like they would know like what the Odyssey was. They would probably know Odysseus. They might know like Circe, a couple other characters, but it's just like nobody knows what Odysseus' kid's name is casually.
Are you saying that what you run across isn't a member of like a Greek?
Most people wouldn't even know that the fucking Cyclops from the Odyssey has a name, let alone what it is. Polyphemus, but yeah, it's like most people wouldn't even know that he has a name.
My defense, I haven't read the Odyssey
Oh god, don't.
in almost 30 years. Which, that's crushing.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like Epic the Musical, as much as I personally find it to be fairly mid, has done a great job of making people interested in the Odyssey.
I might have to watch it.
Listen, it's
just
a
series of concept
It's a
albums.
series of concept albums.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, he's working
the
on
Freya's in talks to do like a movie and
a stage
one.
production, but this will also be like the 3rd time he's been in talks to actually stage a production of it, and the other 2 have fallen through, so who knows?
I mean, to be fair, I'd say watch. I would most likely just have it on in the background while I did something else. So,
Yeah.
listening pretty much, even if it was a video.
Yeah, I mean, there are fans have done like animatics of it, so you can check those out, but like,
Yeah, there is a full movie someone spliced together of one of the animatics for each song, which is usually how I've got it playing on a second monitor.
Is it on Spotify?
The soundtrack is on Spotify, and
Okay.
the video I was talking about is just on YouTube. Yeah. It is 2.5 hours, so
That
I'm
being-
listening to it in chunks.
that being said, it is going to be great when inevitably either the stage play or movie does manifest, and all the fans get really pissed off because it's not like exactly like the animatics, which is how they see it. And it's like, well, I can't believe he changed it. He didn't change anything. You idiots came up with this and set your
Yeah.
expectations based on that.
Unfortunately, true.
Well, we're on the topic of, I guess, technically musicals. People should watch Better Man.
Oh,
It is a Robbie Williams biopic where he's a monkey.
and
This
no
is not
comments
commented on.
this.
He's just a monkey. It's actually a really good movie, and is semi-carried throughout the course of the film by Robbie Williams songs. And Robbie Williams covering other people's songs as well. Yeah, watched it. It was actually surprisingly good.
Why'd they attack the Wolgaroo? Boredom.
once we wipe out all the Wolgaroo, we can stop saying Wolgaroo.
We can stop saying Wolgaroo, but
We
will
won't.
You ever think the circle in Hangar 2 is just the butt of the face from Hangar 1?
Not something I considered.
No. No, I can't say I have had that thought.
Alright, then.
We're messing around with Ghetto Rays again.
When are we not messing around with Ghetto Rays?
Nope, Get Rays have nothing to do with it. Turns out it's genetic manipulation. We actually did an inverse. We took the Akashic field and melded it into the
no.
DNA of people.
That does sound like you could do it, Drew.
Fine, we have to fight those aliens off so they don't get our DNA, even though that makes no sense.
Why do we care if they get our DNA?
That, But you're asking me to explain the plot of an anime I've not watched. All I know is they're after DNA.
Fair.
So majestic.
Such prince.
We're talking about Sagar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see, and the other one was...
It's the first star one there. Conquest and Waiting Awaken.
Ah, okay, yeah. Prepare for cutscene.
Preparing for cutscene.
This is gonna be a while. I have not timed these cutscenes, but I'm fairly certain this is one of the longest in the game before battle starts. Or intro plot, or whatever the hell you want to call this.
What, I'm not allowed to enjoy a park, you prick? I wanted to climb a tree, motherfucker. Oh no, the bakery!
My precise thought. That building looks especially squishable.
No, I'm sure there's more than 0 of them, Yuta.
This sounds cool. King's on the map, on the map. Don't be a dick.
A group of Giros is swarming Island City. Quick, call the Lego builder.
What? Find something funny about the womb head?
Yes, immensely.
God damn it, narrative.
Yeah,
I know.
it's a ground mission. We can't let the narrative be useful. I think you might be able to switch him over to the second V2 here, actually. You've got to back out of this part of it, but...
I'm not taking him anyway, so it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
I particularly want this mission. Burger theming. Brought a full 27 units.
Yep. So proud of her. She's become like half the commander that Bright is.
In fairness, that actually is an achievement. It is well in excess of most captains in Gundam series.
In fairness, I'm pretty sure in most of these games, Amuro gets to like level 4 commander.
Yeah, yes, we totally can.
Where are you, Lamia? I'm over here with my cool sunglasses. They look stupid. Fuck you.
Got a hangover today, but doesn't want to admit it.
I'm being cool. You're being a ponce. Ew. Tomato, tomato. extremely funny disparity that exists there. Well, because we've had Mamoru for a long time but don't use him. He's level 28. We just got Hinoki as a pilot, so she's level 61. So yeah, Hinoki does have unique voice lines for every one of the Galfaigar attacks. Or Gaigo. Galfaigar's guy's machine.
Yeah. What these things are doing here is beyond me, but
They found them. Don't ask questions. Fell off a truck.
Needed more random enemies that go on the map to steal.
It's free XP. And money.
and more cutscene.
Of course, we killed 3 units. Kicks over what remains of the house, stomps on it.
Rude.
Aren't you tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
Yes, it's the next generation. It's an automatic.
Well, you see, the Master of Masters took his heart out and put it in a box.
Oh God.
Gave it to his disciple, Ryoma Nagare, to carry her out.
Unfortunately, this was the Master of Masters' worst mistake. As Ryoma just tossed the box aside and punched everyone in front of him.
What the fuck?
Where the hell did you come from?
Look, it could be worse. Now that guy's got his marriage proposal backed by heats. Do not doubt the power of one angry salaryman.
So Getter Robo has now powered up.
Yep.
It has slightly increased stats. It now has better adaptability to water and has the Shin Liger and Shin Poseidon attacks.
Yep.
That face.
進化の敵取ったれブレイクシンセサイズリセット
So as is the refrain for pretty much this entire game, the Kakuseijin V2 is not actually a bad unit. It's just okay, which is not good enough to break the roster.
No.
God, that banging in the conch.
真っ向からのパワー勝負だ腕の違いを教えてやるぜ大きく見えなったなゲッタードリルどこを見てる俺はここだぜ
Oh yes, and now he has sled pilots.
Yep. Who each actually have a full spirit list because
Because it's those two.
yeah, basically, even though in this one that particular exchange doesn't actually change between the forms, they are still treated as full pilots because they are technically the pilots of Getter 2 and Getter 3.
Makes sense.
I just switched.
Orga, do you know what's going on here? No, I don't. Just keep ripping shit apart. If it looks at you funny, hit it with a wrench.
At the wrench, that's like the fourth or fifth one it comes.
Hit it with the wrench in spirit.
Right, we got an archer battery. Gridman is going to use his weakest attack and still kill it.
I mean, it's Gridman. Just what he does.
They did Gridman. I finally got around to watching Gridman.
Oh?
Actually, really good. I don't know if anyone else has, besides Josh, has actually watched it.
I've only seen the first episode, I think.
I definitely recommend finishing it if you haven't.
パワー勝負ならこっちも負けてないぜファントムリングプラス龍拳
Okay, we're finally out of units.
Now it's time for everything to throw their lives away attacking us.
Yep. That's the one we didn't see before.
It's not one of the attack of Blue entirely through the crotch.
They did go down. This is a mistake.
Actually, we haven't seen this with the full group.
敵の力量はかなりのもんだぞああ知ったら手応えがある相手だな要は次のお見舞いしてやれおう全力で行くぜゲッター戦を直接ぶち込んでやるビー
Yeah, most of the attacks don't actually change much animation-wise with the two guys back. Just get a couple extra lines.
Yeah, basically. If they have another dozen guys to throw at me, I would say I would be in trouble. That'd be a lie. I would have to start using spirits.
Basically.
And now the damn thing has zeal.
Has zeal. If somehow they manage to actually do significant amounts of damage to it, Benkei has bonds, which restores like 5,000 to everything on the field. Like,
He also has wall at a fairly cheap amount. I can wall for an ungodly amount of turns, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not running out here. Okay.
Not that he is in any way lacking in it, but as a reminder, we are trying to get to 100 kills on Uso as well.
Yeah. Still not going to reach there. Oh.
Probably still not. Maybe. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, I forgot the Wings of Light is insane
Yeah, I know it has a good range.
range.
Yeah, he needs 15 more.
Yeah. We weren't far off, but it is a thing we have to pay a little bit of attention to because we only have... Basically, we need to do that before we get to sort of the final set of missions, essentially.
Yeah.
So we only have so many missions remaining to actually get those 15 kills in. And as we said before, like realistically, if it becomes that big of an issue between streams, I'll just like pop into a front mission, solely deploy Uso, and
Let everything crash themselves upon him.
Yeah.
No one's eavesdropping, right? Giant robot. Several dozen other giant robots moving around hiding behind trees.
No one's eavesdropping, but the Dress Striker seems to be hovering overhead.
Not just done destroying your house.
Oh, right, you're here.
I'm here too. That's fine then. There's 0 of them.
We should really need something different.
God, if only.
Why is there a rail network that goes all over the world? Oh, this is
This is an unrealistic future.
Yeah, the Shrike team's still alive.
no. This is the future of Brave Express. So you see, there was this kid. This is the richest kid in the world who built a train.
Now, Maito and the Brave Express Corps don't show up in this game. Got Shinka Line instead. Requisite train-based hero. The Atlanta Maito doesn't exist. I'm just tired of having to deal with constant robot uprisings for once.
Screw it, there's 2 other Brave series. I'm good.
Got it this time. I'm gonna relax.
There's 2 other Brave series and a different train.
Yes.
You're not kidding about that being a long one.
Yep.
Yep, and that's gonna about do it for us today for Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming. As we have proceeded more through Super Robot Wars 30. Join us tomorrow as we continue our Soul Link playthrough with Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. On Thursday, as we continue reviewing the 3-5 Dungeons & Dragons handbooks. And right back here next Sunday for more Super Robot Wars 30. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Chip.
I've been Hunter Grain.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, everyone.